Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and I'm at a Bureau of Land Management government land campground near Fort Stanton, Capitan, Ruidoso, and Lincoln, the little town of Lincoln, New Mexico, where the Lincoln County War is happening, all this stuff. And this young lady she lives full-time in an RV, and we'll talk about it now. And her name is, go ahead.
Hi.
This is
Jana.
And the shadow is going to be kind of cutting across you. Oh, you're good right there. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. This is Jana. Jana is the host here. And Jana, tell me about your RV in Texas that you live in full-time.
Well, I have a truck camper. It's a Montana Ponderosa. It's 11 foot, and it sits on a Dodge Ram dually. So it is in storage currently because I'm traveling around with a friend in her travel trailer, and we've got a couple of park host jobs lined up.
So how long have y'all been here park hosting?
Well, we were here temporarily last year from, about 6 weeks. And so we signed up for 3 months this year. And so we've been here since May 1st.
So you full-time RV, are you retired from?
Yes.
You're retired?
Yes.
You don't look old enough to be retired.
I retired early.
Well, good for you.
I had a good job. I saved my pennies, and I planned on retiring early. Frugal RV Gal is my name on YouTube.
Say that again now.
Frugal RV Gal.
Frugal RV Gal.
G-A-L, yes.
Got it. Frugal RV Gal.
Correct.
Check her out, guys. Anyway, so you're living full-time in your RV, and you've been doing this for how long?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half. Were you living in a house or an apartment prior to that?
No, I have owned a house most of my life. I bought a house in my 20s, I guess. And then when my parents passed away, I moved into their house. And it was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. I always tell people I had 3 toilets, and there's only one of me. And a big yard and trees that dump leaves, and I spent all my time taking care of that house.
Yeah.
So I sold the house in April of 2018, but I went full-time January of 18.
Well, was there a little shock in there when you jumped off the diving board into the full-time RV?
No, not really, because I've done a lot of research. Of course, I've watched everybody on YouTube, you and, all the others. And, you learn. And, of course, I camped all my life. Okay. I was born almost in an RV. My parents and us, we traveled everywhere. So I was used to RVing and knew a lot about it. So that was the easy part. I moved my truck campers 11 foot. I had no problem living in that space. I got rid of all my junk and had a...
I know the feeling.
I know. And I do have a home base in Texas, and I still have too much junk. It was hard to get rid of my tools and, stuff like that. But
what brand is your truck camper?
It's a Montana Ponderosa, and they actually don't make them anymore. Okay. It's a 2007, and if you go back and watch some of my videos, you'll see it. I love my truck camper, and I don't know when they quit making them, but I think it's probably one of the best well-made campers. I mean, it is solid.
Well, do you have tell us about the interior layout of that particular camper.
It has a regular refrigerator.
How big?
Regular size. It's a Dometic.
Oh, is it?
And yeah, it's got a big freezer. Regular size for a big RV. It actually has a dry bath. And yeah, Whoa. It's a pretty big bathroom. It's got a shower and dry bath cabinets in the bathroom. And my truck camper, it's really different than most of them because it has a side entry door. And so that gives a lot of room for a bigger bathroom.
Okay.
So when you walk in, then you turn, and of course it has a buffet and then a big queen size bed. And so it's...
How long have you had that camper?
Oh, I would say about 4 years.
4 years? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So you basically lived in it about 2 years before, or you used it for 2 years before you decided to go full time?
Yes.
All right.
And I've had pop-up campers. I've had bumper pull campers. I've not had a fifth wheel. My parents did, but I've tent camped. I've had every kind of camper except a truck camper. So that was the last one I tried, and that's the one I love and want to stick with.
Well, have you noticed any downsides in this way of life, full-time RVing, or is there anything on the downside that people like other ladies might want to know about?
The downside of full time, everything is every day is a new day, and when you wake up, sometimes you have to ask yourself, where am I?
I do that.
I know. What day is it, and where am I?
Yeah.
And which, that's the journey of it. That's the adventure, and there is some downsides, but not anything that you wouldn't encounter in living in a sticks and bricks.
Same thing. Yeah, life goes on, right?
Life, yes.
Well, now, you and your friend go from host site to host site. How many do you host for the full year?
No, I've signed up for 3 months here, so I'll be here May, June, July. And then we're going to take August off and spend that time in Cloudcroft.
Bully.
Yeah, and
good choice.
They're in Colorado, we're not sure yet. But and then we go back to another Park Coast job in Texas for 3 months.
So you'll do 6 months of camp hosting and then 6 months basically
Correct.
Off.
And in the winter, I'm in Arizona.
Where do you go?
Quartzite, Yuma, Parker,
Really?
Havasu. Yes.
What part of Texas you from?
West Texas. Odessa.
Okay. And so it's cool. It's actually warmer out in Quartzite than it is at your home base.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What part of West Texas?
Odessa.
So it gets pretty cool in there. Huh?
I mean, of course, we did this year in Arizona. We had some 20-degree nights. So it's.
Well, do you dry camp out in Quartzite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay on BLM land. Yes, I have solar, and I have a generator in my truck camper too. So.
What do you do for heat? Furnace.
Sometimes I also have a buddy heater. So.
How does that work, the buddy? Is that a catalytic buddy?
No, it just has the little green propane bottles.
Okay. How long do those last?
Well, of course, it depends on how long you're using them.
Oh, no,
but now I bought the little adapter, so now I refill them myself I have 2 propane tanks on my truck camper.
So that buddy heater works fine for you heating? No problem? All right. And then Quartzite around Yuma and places like that, that's where you hang out in the winter. Yes. I may try a little of that this year.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, if you like the desert, you gotta like the desert.
Look at me, man. Get out of here.
I know. Well, we're from Texas, so even Quartzite's a better, I won't say a better view, but a great view too. Yeah. It's a different part of.
Was there anything that you would tell some of the ladies out there that are kind of on the fence that are just not sure, what to do? I mean, are you scared? Are you?
No, I don't get scared. And it's just, you have an instinct.
Yes.
And you have to listen to your instinct. And I've actually pulled up, some of the city parks have full hookups. And last year I pulled up into a city park and just turned around and left. I just had something in me. Nobody was there.
No, I hear you.
I didn't get any indication, but I just moved on. I was like, I didn't want to stay there. So.
Have you ever had anybody bother you on the road traveling or camping?
No.
Okay.
Not to date, and hopefully I won't.
Do you camp at truck stops and stuff like that?
Yes, I've stayed at rest areas. I stayed behind in Van Horn, there's a McDonald's there.
Yeah, I know. That big parking lot behind there.
Yep, stayed there on my way back from Arizona last year.
A lot of trucks in there.
Trucks in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like everybody else, full freecampsites.net. Look at that. And
well, is that your majority of your camping is free camping, or are you about?
Mostly free, yes.
Okay.
And
as far as a budget for camping on the road, not compared to a house, but the total expenses, of course, including fuel, not the payments, but what would you say your outgo would be for a month camping out on the road?
Oh,
$500?
No, it's more than that.
1,000?
No, it's less than that.
Okay,
so maybe
$750.
Right. It depends on. I like to go to the town and experience. That's one thing I like about park hosting is I lived there for at least 3 months, and so I visit with the locals. The people that come to the parks. Here, there's so much history and just enjoy talking with the locals. So, I'll go to the restaurant, so I'd have, money for eating out and things like that. But, or if I want to see the museum. So every place is different. But with the park hosting, what some people don't realize with that is you can get your campsite free.
Yes.
For staying there. So you're not paying for water, electric, you're not paying for a site. So, if anybody's looking at wanting to save money, they can save money by park hosting because, like here, I have propane free and my site free. And, you have to, here there's a lot of mowing to do, but it's park hosting is an easy way to start out on the road, I guess you could, and do it cheaply.
Well, as far as a unit to travel in, have you ever thought possibly a Class C or a travel trailer might be better? Or?
I don't want a travel trailer. I'm not as comfortable pulling a travel trailer than driving my truck camper.
Yeah.
My truck camper is attached to my truck.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit longer, and I can park it and go anywhere I want. I mean, I can go off-road because it's four-wheel drive. My Dodge truck's four-wheel drive. And
so you really like your truck camper over anything?
yes.
Very
now, I think it would be nice to have a Class C, and that may be something in the future as I get older.
Yeah.
Because I do have to climb up into my bed.
Yeah, I know.
And there's only this much room. So, you're thinking when you got to get out of bed, sometimes it's crawling out of bed. So, maybe when I get older, Class C may be the ticket.
I think about that too, but I'm already older.
And you're doing just fine.
I'm fine, right.
In your
well, anyway, Jana, thank you very much. I'm sure all the ladies that watch this, and men too, will learn a lot. And you guys watch her channel or check it out because, she's out here on the road and she does some YouTube videos to supplement her income. And the YouTube channel again is?
Frugal RV Gal.
Frugal RV Gal.
And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I do have a website.
Okay.
So.
Wow, you got it all, don't you?
Well, yeah, I don't keep the website up as much as everything else, but,
Really?
I have it. So.
Anyway, Jana, thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you, Rusty. I enjoyed it.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to do this, and I'll spin off here and end the video pointing out here into our front yard, so to speak, I guess. But anyway, guys, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission, doesn't cost you a penny. If you want to fool with it, fine. If you don't worry about it. What else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths, stand guard at the door of your mind. Do all of those things to keep your health that are free. You can do those for free. Because if you have your health, then you'll feel like doing these things. If you're unhealthy, you're not. So it's up to you guys. Adios, amigos. Enjoy your day.